Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fine. Today I'm creating this video because I was just thinking about this issue of the use of generative AI, whatever you are using these days, whether it is ChatGPT or Gemini or Copilot. I have in front of me the Copilot, and the picture that you see is something I just generated. I asked for I gave this command, create an image with a title, ethical use of generative AI in education, and this is the outcome. I'm happy with it. I'm just using it for this video. However, the real issue that I am trying to discuss over here is how can we ensure the ethical use of generative AI in education? Because these days there has been numerous types of policies which varies across countries, across institutions about the use of generative AI. And if you are a student, you may have or you are using it for your assessment, your group project or something. But it's very important that we always go back and check what is the ethical use, what are the rules and regulations set by your institution, and maybe and that is why I am here to talk about and see whether we can identify a few usage of generative AI for students in academic purpose that will not break that boundary of ethical boundary and not cause issues when you are actually utilizing this generative AI in your educational purpose. Because this is a technology, this is a tool, and this is here to stay. So we need to find a way to integrate it with our life, our day-to-day activities, whether we are studying, teaching, in our job. Probably there will be a time where the job sector will require students to integrate or utilize AI in the job process. From that perspective, what I was thinking is I went back to my old knowledge and I came back to this actually, which is the Bloom's taxonomy for various level of thinking. So this is the Bloom's tree. If you are not familiar, you can always come back. You can go search in Google and type Bloom's taxonomy. I will also put this link. This is from a university, I think. I'm not sure which one, but what I'm trying to say, yeah, this is an old concept coming from 1956. But what I want to focus is the ranking, and you can see the higher order is where we come and see is creation is happening. This is where we expect that the students, this is an educational taxonomy for ensuring students are involved in various higher order thinking. So the highest in the order is the creation, and this includes generating new ideas, products, or ways of viewing things. One of the problem I feel is that what is happening with this introduction of chat GPTs or these generative AIs, we are actually outsourcing this creation to these AIs, which may not be a good idea. So that's my views. You may not agree. Although as AI, or as we call it, artificial intelligence, are making things quite easy to create all of these things. Because previously, if I go back to this image, it would take me a while, at maybe 10-15 minutes, maybe an hour, to just come up with these fonts and all these things. I can do this using, for example, Canva or anything. But nowadays, to generate this, it took only a minute, maybe. So that is good thing. But then again, the more we rely on this, we may be going back to the idea that we may not engage in the higher order of thinking. So, and sometimes when we are utilizing AI in the higher order, we may be crossing that ethical boundary. And from that, I felt that maybe if we bring our activities from the top to the bottom of the ladder, and when you go down, you see the very first stage in the Bloom taxonomy is remembering. So, the remembering, it indicates recalling or recognition of specific information. And if you look at these two sides, these are the actions and these are the products. Okay. So, for example, if we ask ChatGPT to recognize, retrieve, naming maybe, honestly, when I look at naming, the first thing that came up in my mind is deciding a group name. And obviously, it sometimes becomes so tedious when you are in a group projects and your lecturer is asking, okay, give a group name, and it's difficult to agree on a specific group name. So, like, we can just ask ChatGPT, or for example, we have this AI Copilot. For example, provide a group name with Marvel superhero theme. So let's see what happens. So it's taking a bit of time because I have asked it to think deeper. As you may know that there are two options: quick response, which will be the best one for everyday use, or if you want it to think longer, it will come up with this. So it came up with this name, Celestial Crusader. I would not have thought about it, but I like it. So I don't see any problem if I use it for my group project group name. What do you think? You can put in the comment box. Do you think it's a good idea? I liked it. It does not take that long. So you have a group name. So you see, you are using the lower level Bloom's taxonomy to do things with ChatGPT that might make your life easier, but it's not going to break that ethical boundary, and even not, I believe it's not going to cause an issue. However, it is always good because if you can highlight that, if you have utilized AI in any part of your coursework, it is good to highlight how you have done it to be fully transparent. For example, you can use it to find stuff. For example, find the website for IFRS standards. I think I don't need deep thinking for that, but still, as you can see, you want to know where you can get all the IFRS standards. Here you have the link, so you can go to this link and you are here. So you are in the IFRS website. There is nothing harmful in it. ChatGPT has done it for you. You can do it through a Google search also. One good thing is it's very direct. You don't have any more ads and all these different links, pop-ups. It's simple. So we can find out various things. If you want to locate something, for example, locate what I want to look at. Nearest library from London Euston Station. So I'm just instead of putting it in a map or something, just trying to locate. So I'm just performing some of the tasks that that involves the lower order things, perhaps. So here you go. These are the list of libraries that, I know this is a very geeky thing to do, but again, uh, I'm just trying to something. So I'm trying to locate libraries that are nearest to the London Euston station. So these are the things you can utilize this in, put that in your Google map and go there if you are interested. Then if we look at question like the products, you can try to find some facts, but then again I would say that uh, facts finding is not sometimes good, because you might end up getting wrong facts, but that's why it's better to verify. However, quizzes, tests are sometimes we use to test whether the students remember some things. However, you can develop your own test to quiz yourself that how far you know about the concept that you have learned this far. So that's sometimes. So hopefully that gives an idea and we can keep the ball rolling and talk about it. But I'm really happy to know your opinion. What do you think? Do you think this can be useful guide for going forward? Because we need something to make sure that we don't cross the ethical boundary and keep our generative AI usage, uh, I would say, ethical, and at the same time keep the technology going, be involved, and be transparent. So that's all for today. I hope this was useful. You have a nice day. Bye.